From Studio K at Foxboro Cable Access.
Saffron is essentially the stamen of a rose.
Feeling creative?
Sage has a great flavor.
Is your palate needing a new challenge? Well, let's cook with Mike Damasio.
Welcome to Cook with Iris. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a fresh quinoa salad. I have already prepared, cut and chopped all these fresh, beautiful ingredients. So I'm going to tell you how much and what you really need to make this fabulous salad. So you're going to need 3/4 of a cup of sliced almonds, 1.5 cup of feta cheese or goat cheese, and 1 cup of cranberries, dried cranberries. You're going to need 3 cloves of garlic, 1 small shallot. You're going to need about 1/2 cup of each of these amazing fresh peppers. I have here red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, and orange peppers. So you need about 1/2 cup of each. I know it's going to take a little bit of a while to cut and chop, but you can do this. You're going to need fresh cilantro and parsley, about 1/2 cup of each, and 1 small diced red onion. Now, I have here 2 cups of quinoa. Now, make sure that you triple wash this quinoa before you put it on your pan. So, I also have 6 boiled eggs that you're gonna add it at the end. This is gonna be amazing and your family is going to love it. Let me tell you as I cook what quinoa is. It has recently, in the last 10 years, become popular in our culture, but it's been around for a long time. This is one of the most amazing inches grains. So here we go, let's go. We have our hot plate going, so now we're ready. Take this note, write your recipe, and get ready. So now we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to add our 2 cups of quinoa. Give it a nice stir. And quinoa is very easy to cook. If you read the back of the label of your quinoa package, it will tell you that it's cooking about 7 to 15 minutes. Now I'm gonna give you a trick about cooking this grain. Now for each cup of quinoa, you're gonna add 2 cups of either water or stock, vegetable or chicken stock, or even chicken broth to give it a nice flavor because it's very bland. But we're gonna add our salt, and that's about it to cook it, nice and simple. Now, I have here my stock, and we're gonna add 4 cups because I'm using 2 cups of quinoa. So remember what I said, for each cup you add 2 cups of water or any liquid you would like to use. So here we go. And this cooks rather quick. We're gonna stir it, and I'm using the whole quart. Give it a nice stir. Now the salt is your taste. I will start with 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm using the Himalayan salt. You can use any salt, that's fine. Make sure you taste it. You don't want it to be too salty. because at the end we're gonna make a vinaigrette, and the vinaigrette also has a little bit of salt in it. So here we go. I'm gonna start with 1 teaspoon. This is half, another half. And I'm going to taste to see if it's good enough. Perfect. It's good. So start with 1 teaspoon of salt. You're gonna cover it, and because this is TV, in about 15 minutes, this will be ready, and we'll be right back. 15 minutes has passed, the magic of TV, and our quinoa is ready. Now we're gonna put it together. I'm gonna take the lid off. The aroma is amazing. It's so good. You're going to love this. Not only you're gonna love it, but your family is going to love it. Now let's put the dish together. Ready? Let's do it. So once your quinoa is nice and dry, fluffy, and it's not sticking together, it's just cooked perfect because the ratio of liquid and quinoa has to be perfect. Don't forget, for each cup of quinoa, you add 2 cups of liquid. If you add a little bit more of that, then you're gonna get a mush quinoa. We don't want to do that. This is cooked to perfection. Now, let's put it together. And we're gonna make a vinaigrette. And this is why you need all these fresh ingredients, and I'm gonna tell you why this is the perfect dish, and it's so flexible that you can use it in many other dishes. You can make a cold salad, or you can eat it nice and warm. You can add a little bit of tofu to it. You can add a little bit of tofu to it. But this time I'm not going to. But for the next recipe, when I come back, we're gonna be using tofu in our quinoa. It will be the perfect dish. So now let's put the dish together. First, we're gonna make our vinaigrette. To make our vinaigrette, we're going to need 1/3 cup of olive oil. We're gonna start with 1/3 of a cup. I love to cook with quinoa because it's a very, very healthy grain. Has 9 essential amino acids. It's full of magnesium, calcium, vitamin B, and is naturally a gluten-free food. So, all right, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of cumin. Here we go. And cumin is a nice herb seasoning to use in your foods. Now, I love spices. I use them all the time just because naturally it gives your food just an extra kick. And I'm gonna use this lemon pepper because lemon will give it a zesty flavor. So you can use about 1/2 teaspoon. I don't need to measure it. I use it all the time. And a little bit of salt. Remember, your quinoa already is seasoning with salt, so go easy with the salt. We just wanted to bring everything together with the vinaigrette. So just start with a pinch of salt. And if you need more, then you add more salt to it. I'm gonna get something to stir our vinaigrette. And now I'm going to add the apple cider vinegar, which is 2 tablespoons. One tablespoon of fresh lemon. Stir it really well. And now we're going to add our quinoa. So I cooked 2 cups of quinoa. Now, the reason why I said this dish is very flexible is because you can use this different times over the week. I am a very busy mom of 4 kids, in and out of the house, picking up kids, going to sports. I like to cook this amount because I can continue to use it over the week. I can use it as a salad or as a nice hot dish the first day I make it. So I make 2 cups, and which make a lot. So when it's time to make your salad, you can use the 2 cups that you cooked, or you can use just half of it and then store this in the freezer for the next time you're going to use it. So I'm going to start with 2 cups of the already cooked quinoa and add it to my vinaigrette. And if you want to use more, you may use more. Give it a nice stir. And did I forget to mention that quinoa is a gluten-free, naturally a gluten-free, and it has great benefits for you because it's a full protein. So I'm making 3 cups. Then you're going to add your shallots, stir, your garlic, your half a cup of peppers, green, which has a lot of vitamin C, your red onions, and it's just a colorful dish. It's beautiful. Your parsley, and one of my favorite herbs to use is cilantro. I was born and raised in Honduras, so this is one of the main herbs that we use when we cook, and I love to add it to all of my dishes. Whenever I'm cooking, I'll use cilantro. Now you add your feta cheese or goat cheese. You can make this dish a vegan dish without adding your cheeses, either goat or feta. You don't have to add eggs, but I'm adding eggs for the extra protein. And I chopped up 6 eggs, more red peppers, more peppers, and then give it a nice stir here. And I'm gonna use this to toss it very well. This is just a beautiful dish, and it's healthy and very, very filling. And most importantly, really tasty. So as a busy mom, I love to have this in the fridge to take to work, or coming home, the kids will serve themselves as a snack. Just a small bowl before dinner is prepared. And you can serve this with a nice roasted chicken for more extra protein, or fish, and serve the quinoa salad on the side. This is just a very colorful and nice dish, and very healthy. Low calories, low fat, low in fat. And if you're trying to lose those extra pounds that you put on this summer, begin with this. You're gonna make a nice impression for Thanksgiving coming up, because you have been losing a lot of weight eating this way. It's beautiful. And then we add our dried cranberries. If you have currants, that will be really, that would be really nice also. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. And I'm telling you, it's going to impress your family. I keep saying and repeating myself because this is one of our favorite dishes at home. And for kids to like this, you know it has to be really good. My kids love it. I have 4 children between the ages of 17 and 9. And my 9-year-old asked for this. Mom, can I have a little bit of that quinoa salad? It's just beautiful and tasty, colorful, and it's good for you. Give it a nice, and see how much we made? And then I still have extra to save for later. And now you can use this just like this plain as a side dish. For example, instead of using your rice, brown rice, then you just put aside a little bit of this plain quinoa with just a little bit of salt. And we made it with 4 cups of broth or chicken stock or vegetable stock. You give it a nice, give it a taste, and if it needs a little bit of salt or cumin or pepper, then you add a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more of this. I'm gonna add a little bit of this lemon pepper just on top, just for that extra flavor of the black pepper. And we are done. We completed our dish. Isn't this easy? You can prepare. I'm always looking for easy dishes that I can prepare under an hour because I'm a very busy mom, going to school, going to work, and raising 4 kids who love to do sports and extra activities. I come home, this is either already done or I can prep this within an hour, it's done. Easy to make, and it makes your life so much easier too. And it lasts for a couple of days. And it will last longer if you put it in the fridge in little bags, and then you just take to work the next day. And our dish is done. We'll be right back. Here's our dish. It's completed. And I'm telling you, this is delicious. It's so good. Let me give it a try, and I'll let you know how good it is. So let me plate it. I decided to use the almonds at the end because some people might be allergic to it. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of it right on top. If no one in your family is allergic, you can add it before serving it so it's all mixed. But I'm gonna add it at the end. This looks so good, you guys, and it smells delicious. And I'm gonna give it a try, and I hope you can taste this through the camera, and I'll let you know. Cooked to perfection. I'll see you next time on Cook with Iris.